The opulent coastal enclave that signals ultimate success is not merely a backdrop for elite drama, but a gilded landscape reflecting the isolation embedded in every curated facade. And true belonging requires not performing wealth for external validation, but integrating the weight of unspoken longing until home becomes an act of radical authenticity rather than transactional status. In Montecito, Michael Cox transforms the literary thriller trope into profound exploration of class sovereignty and embodied accountability, proving liberation isn't found in ascending social hierarchies. It's forged in honoring the person beneath the privilege when every cultural script demands you remain ornament. This psychologically precise narrative makes every whispered confession feel like both rebellion and reckoning, where consent to stay is negotiated through self-trust rather than assumed entitlement. And peace means protecting your humanity when the community demands you sacrifice it for image. From eucalyptus and ocean salt narration, listeners enter worlds where luxury is syntax and presence is the only unbreakable currency, perfect for fans of emotionally intelligent literary fiction, where female complexity defies wealthy woman tropes. When art curator Ilara Vance returns to her family's Montecito estate after years of estrangement expecting inheritance resolution, she discovers the mansion's silence mirrors the exact suppression she's endured beneath decades of performative perfection, and groundskeeper Julian Thorne's quiet refusal to treat her as heiress creates space for connection defying class hierarchy. Navigating family secrets and buried attractions, WhyListen's homecoming isn't about reclamation but recalibration, with Cox avoiding reducing Ilara to troubled socialite or Julian to noble servant, instead crafting radical reciprocity with constraint, where trust is earned through honoring boundaries, even as legacy blurs them. An audiobook narration amplifies this alchemy by capturing Ilara's disciplined composure fracturing into clarity, and Julian's guarded intensity revealing warmth beneath vigilance, making listeners feel seismic shifts of souls learning some legacies can only be claimed when you stop letting net worth define their validity. What elevates this beyond typical literary fare is portraying elite intimacy as somatic practice rather than sensationalized excess, with Ilara confronting how upper-class culture equated worth with appearance, while Julian creates sanctuary where her contradictions exist without diminishment, their relationship evolving through shared silences during garden walks, bypassing performance, rhythms protecting both emotional integrity and psychological safety, and mutual defense against relatives mistaking tenderness for betrayal, supported by staff encoding suppressed grief, elders carrying intergenerational weight, and the coastline itself absorbing centuries of unspoken bargains, reinforcing that in extraction-based systems, tenderness towards truth is technique, and presence is sustainable resource, with estate rituals mirroring emotional attunement, and inherited objects becoming metaphors for earned trust. For audiobook listeners, this production is immersive descent into sacred reckoning, with narrators embodying Ilara and Julian with remarkable distinction, sound design anchoring existential stakes through distant waves, rain against French doors, and hushed breath syncing with moments of clarity, pacing mirroring revelatory cadence from deliberate reflection to surging awakenings, ultimately redefining literary thriller by centering female epistemology within class frameworks, and affirming that sometimes the most powerful act is choosing to be real beneath the gilding, honoring whole self even in landscapes shaped by illusion.